Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier is only 2 weeks away, and I'm hoping for the upset. I'm rooting for Dustin Poirier. I want to see him get the job done. I do think it is possible for him to do it. I don't think it's as unlikely as a lot of people would want you to believe. Islam Makhachev is not Habib, guys. He's not. He's Islam. He's a guy that's been knocked out by Adriano Martins. He's a guy who, his two best wins are over featherweights. You get what I'm saying? Alexander Volkanovski coming up in weight. I don't mean to be that guy, but you don't get no points for that. When the guy's coming up in weight, you don't get no points for that. If Islam went up in weight and beat a welterweight and he went up and did that, he would get the more credit. He would be considered pound for pound. But this idea that you defend your lightweight title against a featherweight gives you some sort of head and shoulders above the rest aura, that's not true, guys. That's not the case. So with that said, Dustin Poirier has been in there with way tougher competition in the lightweight division than Islam Makhachev. Sure, they have a common opponent in Charles Oliveira. Islam smoked him. Dustin Poirier got smoked by him. So it's one of those things. But Poirier's fought the who's who at lightweight, bro. Poirier's fought Justin Gaethje. He's fought Eddie Alvarez's of the world, the Conor McGregor's of the world. The list goes on and on, man. Michael Chandler. The list goes on and on. He's fought the who's who, and he's still fighting the up-and-coming guys. He just smoked Benoit Saint-Denis. That was a big, I'm still here, y'all must have forgot Dustin Poirier moment, And me personally, I just think Islam has a lot to prove still. Islam is not this unbeatable guy. I don't view him that way anyways. The idea that Dustin Poirier, who's seen everything thrown at him, right? He's had his leg damaged. He's been rocked to the head. He's been hurt to the body. He's been in every situation. He's had his back taken by someone that, he fought Habib and he got smoked. You know what I'm saying? He's been there, done that. You don't think Dustin Poirier is going to come in there knowing it's his last shot and just whatever happens? Like, we've seen moments like this where the Dustin Poiriers of the world win. We've seen moments where, it's their time. And I feel like the magic is there. I'm feeling the magic for Dustin Poirier within the next 2 weeks. And Islam is also very arrogant. And he's very arrogant, in my opinion, due to the association with Habib Nurmagomedov. Islam Makhachev is not Habib Nurmagomedov, guys. He is not a proven commodity like a Habib Nurmagomedov in the lightweight division. Is he the champion? Yes. But who did he fight before he became champion, bro? Bobby Green? Guys, is Bobby Green someone who, oh, you beat Bobby Green and all of a sudden that's a champion? No, that's not me. That's not passing my eye test, beating Bobby Green. Okay, great. Legit win. Super legit win. But, an unbeatable guy? Like, no, you're supposed to be Bobby Green. If you want to be a top 3 fighter in the lightweight division, you're supposed to be the guy like Bobby Green. Even a top 5 fighter in the lightweight division, you're supposed to be the guy like Bobby Green. Dan Hooker, same thing. A lot of these guys that Islam beat on the way up, you're supposed to beat these guys. Arman Tsarukyan, a young fighter, very young, making his UFC debut, fights Islam Makhachev, gives him a good fight too, puts up a good fight for himself. He holds himself together well in that fight and has his moments. And again, that's a fight you're supposed to win. You're the guy that, you're not making your debut in the UFC, You're like, if you're him, if you're that guy, you're supposed to win this fight. And he did. But my point is, he's not going out there. First of all, he's not active enough. He's not going out there often enough and fighting enough and getting these wins under his belt. I'm just not seeing it. Yes, he beat Charles Oliveira. Yes, he beat Alexander Volkanovski. But for me, I'd rather see him beat Justin Gaethje. I think a win over Justin Gaethje at lightweight is worth more than a win over Volkanovski at lightweight. A win over Dustin Poirier at lightweight is worth more than a Volkanovski win, because Volkanovski is not a lightweight, guys. He's not a career lightweight. He's a featherweight. That's what he's made his name. That's where he gets the great Alexander Volkanovski from his great title run in the featherweight division. So, come on, guys, you know. I'm not going to say all the way I'm going Dustin Poirier. Like, I think he's going to win. I think, you know, it's fun to talk about. It would be a great story for him to get it done. And it is possible, but I could see Islam doing this thing too. Because Islam, I think you can make the argument, even after everything I just said, you can make the argument that Islam Makhachev is that guy. He just hasn't really had a chance to show it yet, you know? He just hasn't had that opportunity, and he needs more fights to do it. You could say that as well. But that's the thing too. He's still, to me, untested. You know, Volkanovski had him in that first fight in the 5th round. He's literally stacking him, throwing punches on him. Islam looked very vulnerable. What if this fight goes past 3 rounds? What if Dustin doesn't tap out in the first 2, you know? What if Dustin goes in there, round 4, hurts him with a body shot? What if Dustin's in there, round 5, and it's Dustin on top of him? You know, he catches him with an uppercut when he shoots for a takedown, you know? It's possible, man. It's possible. Tired Islam Makhachev shoots him for a takedown, gets guillotine choked in the 5th round. Craziness, you know? Who knows? But it's certainly possible, and it's what I want to see, so I guess that's what I'm going with. That's who I'm rooting for anyways. That's what my heart's saying. My brain's telling me Islam, but that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, whether you agree, disagree. It does not matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoy the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.